leverage, speculation. That's not finance anymore. This is finance 2008. That's the old version. We should forget about this. And the person, and sorry to say that, the person who still thinks this way, this guy is destroying his kids' future, destroying the world, and he has to bear and assume the responsibility. We should not oppose sustainability and profitability. Return should be factoring in the real cost of things. Dumping, subsidies, buying things that we don't need, being subsidized by other goods, something has to stop. Return should factor in how we create value by the hard work of men and women, how we can achieve this roadmap by working and not speculating. Now, yes, unfortunately, the ESG, the impact, this industry started on a wrong foot. We started saying impact first. Let's sacrifice return to generate impact. This was a huge mistake. Volatility, risk management will lead us to achieve a decent risk-adjusted return. How can we deliver a return of 20% while the world is growing at 2 or 3% per annum if we don't use mismatches or inefficiencies in market or leverage? Let's get back to basics. Let's remain simple. And let me now give you an evidence that we can deliver a double-digit return while tackling real problems. I've been speaking about the fact that we need to remediate lands in Europe to avoid urban sprawl. This strategy can deliver a 12% return with almost no leverage. Imagine a situation where you build a base load, not intermittent, base load renewable energy plant, energy on demand, where you take the waste of an industrial A, you treat this waste, you produce energy that with current energy prices, you sell back to the same industrial. You end up building a factory that treats waste and produce energy to secure the supply of an industrial. Such a framework and a circular economy approach can generate a double-digit return with almost no leverage at acquisition. You build greenfield projects. These are the type of projects where, with conviction, given the time framework needed for that, you can deliver on return. Give me 1 second, Daniel. I would like to answer this question while reflecting on the carbon credits. Anthony mentioned the additionality. He didn't mention, he omitted on purpose, I think, to mention that the fact that this market collapsed because of a VAT scandals and scheme that some people in a jail at the time managed to do, which is a huge scandal. But anyways, let's get back to carbon credits as a market. Today, what we do with the companies, and to your question to Willem, shall we push the companies to offset? What we try to achieve is insetting, i.e. let them invest in something that will lead them to save and reduce their carbon credit rather than offsetting by buying credits coming from somewhere else. If we act in insetting rather than offsetting, we can use the resources of companies to achieve this goal. Imagine a tiny country, a country like Morocco. Morocco understood it and they've bet for the future and they're selling themselves. One day, Europe will impose tariff barrier on carbon origins and carbon credits. They are today in this country, in Morocco, they're producing 46% of their energy from renewable sources, targeting 60% by 2025. They will leave this energy for their industrial parks. Then the products they will be exporting to countries like Europe will be carbon free. So this mindset is pushing the whole global players with a blended finance approach from a green bond perspective as well. All of the tools and elements that we have today testify and testimony that we can change things while making money by being profitable. Let's not oppose profitability and sustainability. Which is not profitable is not sustainable. Let's leave it to philanthropists. Which is not sustainable is not profitable, because you have to factor in the cost of goods, the cost of things, the cost in environment, and in social components. Social inequalities will be the name of the game for the decades to come. How to deal with this if we don't assume our responsibility? So for the gentleman or the lady asking the question, Is it profitable? My answer is, do you think that you can do other than that for the future of your kids?